Hello everyone, my name is Fox. We're going to be looking at Super Mario Galaxy on Dolphin 5 5796, November 7th, 2017 build of Dolphin. This is using, this is going to be running on the Core M3 7Y30, which is the proposed chip, already been confirmed for the GP2N2. The GP2N2 is going to have slightly faster memory at 933 MHz versus the 800 MHz dual channel that is on this machine. It will be running at 1866 dual channel on GP2N2, so a difference of 25.6 gig. This particular, the Telclast X5 Pro runs at 25.6 gigabytes a second. The GP2N2 will run near 30 gigabytes a second, so almost a 3 gigabyte a second difference for loading textures and feeding the GPU more efficiently. Let's not jump into the controller. Let's show what kind of graphics backend we're running. So we're going to be running DirectX 11. The enhancements are native resolution. We're going to be doing 16 times anisotropic filtering, and we are running hybrid Uber shaders, and that's it. Let's see how this runs. Apologize, my daughter is screaming in the background. So this is Super Mario Galaxy running at 60 frames a second. And I have, right now I'm using this, and you can see that my right thumbstick is the Wiimote, so to speak. Let me focus this. It's kind of weird playing through my viewfinder. Thankfully my phone is running at 60 frames a second, and it's actually low latency for me to be playing through my viewfinder. Galaxy S8 is pretty nice. Oh, we jumped down to 52 frames a second there. We're at 46, 60. Alright, so while this little cutscene happens, let me go ahead and explain what's going on here. So this is the CPU temperature and the CPU usage. This is showing you what API we're using. We're using DirectX 11. It's currently running at 60 frames a second. There's our frame time. These are Core 0 and Core 1, so these are the physical clocks. They're both running up to 2.6 gigahertz, which you can see right now. This is total CPU usage, CPU package power, package temperature, which is lined up with that. This is the graphics temperature right there. So it's considerably under the CPU package power. I just put those there just so you can see what those two are running at. Here is this, even though it says CPU package power, this is the total system on a chip power. So right now this scene is taking 5 watts to run. Once we climb up to 7 watts, that's when you'll start seeing this get more stable at like an 80 degrees Celsius type of place. This is running on a passive heatsink, so don't think that this is how hot it gets, because when it has Wade has already showed us what it looks like on an active heatsink, and that was running at 67 degrees Celsius. So the active heatsink does work reasonably well. You can kind of see that even if Wade was running at 5 watts, that we're right in line where his chart showed. Obviously this is not a one-to-one because he was running Firmark, which should technically be using more power. This is the GPU clock. This is kind of the minimum that it runs at. It can go up to 900 megahertz. I've never been able to get it up to 900 megahertz. It seems like it does need 12.5 watts to even get there ever. And here's the memory clock, which you can see is stuck at 800 megahertz, which is the frequency of the memory. It is 1600 megahertz dual data rate. It is running dual channel, so its effective memory bandwidth is 25.6 gigabytes a second, right? I believe so, 25.6 gigabytes a second. And then we have 2 sensors here, which would trigger in the event that the machine ever throttled. And you'll see that if it ever goes like up to 95 degrees Celsius, I believe, 90 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there. But you can see that for the most part, our frame rate is pretty excellent. Whoops. Oh, we're jumping down to 53 FPS, 50 FPS. Oh, we're starting to drop FPS now. Alright, we're climbing back up. So a brief moment, a brief hiccup. No, son of a... Alright, let me go ahead and... Seems like every now and again I can... It's like mostly just chasing these rabbits where I can see a bit of a frame dip. Chasing these rabbits at like a weird angle is a little confusing. Alright, grass. What's interesting to me is that even when there was like pandemonium going on before with all of those meteor showers early on, I seem to get less of a frame hitch during that time. Anyway, that's it. I mean, for the most part, it seems to be pretty good. There's a few hitches now and again, but I don't really consider it a showstopper. For the most part, Uber shaders on Dolphin are a winner. So I really look forward to when Dolphin 6 comes out. Again, hopefully, Vulkan has already, Intel's already shown that they are working on Vulkan. It's taking them a little longer. They have HDR support on their newest driver set, which I guess was more important to them. If you would like me to check out any other game, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get to it when I can. Thank you so much for watching.